Hello everybody, welcome back to the Westmount Highlights. I'm very excited to be doing the panel discussion once again. We have Sebastian, Jonathan, and Idea. Unfortunately, we don't have everybody here today, but that's okay. I'm going to try to include everybody at the end with the blooper reel that we'll be having. So we're just going to do a quick discussion talking about a little bit behind the scenes, some of the challenges that people face, some of the highlights, some of the difficult things, etc. So first of all, I just want to say I think it was a really great year. Everyone here right now has been doing it at least 2 years, maybe more. And I've noticed over the years how people just got better, whether it was the ideas for the jokes, acting, and I know some of you have been doing some theater. I'm sure you've been doing some other types of acting, so it's really cool to see the progression. So I'm just going to ask people a couple questions. Yeah, give yourself props. Maybe I'll put some clapping. Very cool. So I just want to ask you guys a couple of questions. Now I'll start at the end over there. So Sebastian, this is your third year?
It is. I've been doing this since Johnny told me to do it in Sec 1, I believe. No, Sec 2? Sec 1.
I think it's your third year, yeah. So can you tell me what have you learned in the past few years doing this?
Well, something that I really taken from the Westmount Highlights is working as a team, trying to figure out ideas. Brainstorming, the process of brainstorming is really fun, but it's really great to have a specific and stable idea that you can share with your group and you know it's going to be a good skit.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, sometimes it's one thing being funny with your friends, and it's another thing trying to write comedy. It's actually very challenging, and I know I have to say no a lot to your ideas sometimes, and sometimes it's a mix of okay, is this appropriate? Or sometimes it's just a mix of we have to kind of stick to a certain format. And I think a lot of writing is actually saying no, is actually editing and fine-tuning things. And I think when you have a group of people who could rip off each other a little bit, that's how the writing gets really good.
Symbiotic comedy?
Symbiotic comedy?
Yeah. We gain comedy off of each other's comedy.
Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, but I think that's a very common thing, right, in the writing room. So what about you, Jonathan? Third time doing this.
Yeah.
What have you learned over the years?
How to make better jokes, how to be funnier as a person.
I have been saying no less with your ideas, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And I know Mr. Shapiro has told us it gets better every year, so.
If you ever hear the drums, oh God, not again. Not again.
How about you? Anything you've learned over the years?
I guess how to listen to people, also how to not be afraid to be on camera or not be insecure when you see yourself on camera.
Hi, it's Hi, it's Adia. Woohoo! What's up? It's Adia. Sigma. No.
Gets easier as you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll tell all of you, it takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing. Not only just being in front of the camera, but going on the internet for your whole school. That takes an insane amount of courage. There's always going to be people who are going to be critical, and oftentimes those voices are the people who aren't doing this, and they just want to be negative. And you have to be able to deal with it. When you put yourself out there, you're going to have to be able to deal with the negative as well as the positive. And I'll say one thing for you. I don't know if I could segue this into a clip, but I've noticed you really go all in, Idea. And I tell this a lot to my students, is that when you're acting, especially if it's an emotional part, you can't hold back. And that's the confidence. That's the shyness, to just go all out and be absolutely silly and not care how you look.
Yeah.
It's something that takes practice, and you do a really good job at that.
I can't think. My brain isn't computing. Ah!
I'll start at you and go this way now. What's something that you would say was challenging about this year? And particular?
Being in like a more boy dominant, club. So basically, I'm saying more girls should be in this club.
More people should be in this club in general.
For sure.
Yeah. And I guess because like it's just like the boys have like different humor than I do and stuff, from different ideas than I do. But other than that, yeah.
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 That's for sure. Yeah, no, we had more girls before too.
Yeah.
This year you were, I think, the only girl.
Yeah.
So props to you for doing that. What about you, Jonathan? Any challenges about this year in particular?
I had like I had like everything to do this year. Like I was in the play, so for a while I couldn't come. I have like tutoring a lot, and so like just being able to show up, it's been a little challenging. But in the end, I get to come back here. It's fun.
Amazing. Same to you. Same question, Sebastian.
It's kind of the same as Johnny, but building into that, I think one of the main like challenges is trying to get people to come to the highlights, because people normally when they watch the highlights, they think it's like, well, not everybody thinks this, but some people think it's cringe, which, yeah, we might be a little bit cringe and corny sometimes. Check this out. But they have to give it an opportunity to let themselves be themselves. And I also feel like the lack of time between things, which personal life things, it's also a struggle that I face during my time in the highlights. But it's really fun to do them, and it's like a really nice place to meet people, and that's why I want to like welcome more people into the highlights, so we can have like a mini community.
Yeah. Also, because like me and Seb, the two most frequent members, like almost perfect attendance, are going to be gone in 2 years, and I really hope that people show up more between that. So.
Yeah, I'm confident we will. We'll get more people, and Mr. Shapiro and I will make a plan to do that. Just to talk about what you said there, the whole cringe thing, for sure. I mean, it's like your generation, you've been born on the internet, and I feel that a lot of people your age are too concerned about being cringe.
And how they look online.
And how they look online, because everything's online. So, I mean, I think that's not I could understand. Like, if everything was online when I was your age, I would also be nervous about that. So that's what I mean. It takes a lot of courage to do that.
Yo! We could be the Bamboozle Bros! Hey!
That may be the worst idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
So what was your favorite sketch, Sebastian?
I really enjoyed doing a lot of sketches this year, but I mostly, frankly, enjoyed doing the latest sketch that we did. Tried to look for ideas to keep the program going. That was really fun.
You know what I could do? Gameplay video. Hear me out. I'm really good at Minesweeper.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
That was my next idea.
I also really like all the superpower sketches that we did, especially the one that we did with the Invincible Party.
I am!
All right, how about you, Jonathan? Do you have a favorite sketch from this year?
I got two. I have the Pandora's Lunchbox. What the heck is this? Read it. Whosoever shall open this lunchbox, if he not be worthy, shall unleash a mighty curse on this earth. And the magic shop.
What else do we even sell at this store?
Well, we got this pixie dust. It'll make you fly.
I tried your pixie dust and it doesn't work. It's because you have to believe.
Loss.
What about you? Do you have a favorite sketch, whether you were a part of it or not?
Yeah, I think I have two favorite sketches. One of them was, I'm not sure if it was this year, but like the AI one, when like we made like a skit out of AI and we were like all moving weirdly and stuff.
Right.
And yeah, I thought it was really funny in my opinion. When me and Jonathan was doing the news, yeah, that was a really good one. Sorry.
Cut to that clip. Yeah.
Breaking news. A man bit a wolf in hopes of becoming a werewolf. And while he didn't change at all, he did get rabies.
In other news, Bob's convenience store will be closed for this weekend because he caught a cold.
Scientists have just discovered time travel. However, the first tester has yet to return with the device.
Breaking news. There's a police officer that's speeding down Main Street. They appear to be going to a donut shop. What is going on?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, do you not realize that you've been getting the better stories and I've been getting the trashy ones?
You're going off script.
Okay, so studies aside and everything, acting wise, creatively, what do you have any challenges this year?
I think I have one. Is to stop laughing at certain things. Are you sorry?
Okay, action.
Do so.
No. We're not doing White Elf.
You, Jonathan.
Trying
Creative
to
challenges.
include the silly man straight man dynamic, because a lot of the time the skits we plan are just mostly like silly man, but it's better to include the grounded one, but also very difficult to do so once you have it planned out.
Your Honor, my client claims the defendant broke the ancient, unspoken rule of speaking through a jinx.
That monster. How do you plead?
I plead guilty. Yeah, not guilty.
Wait. I'm confused. Weren't you his attorney?
Your Honor, I know it is highly unorthodox, but I really dislike being biased, so I play both sides. Also, I get 2 paychecks out of it, so...
And you, any creative challenges this year?
I think trying to communicate what you want in the sketch without making it boring or too long, because we're set to a time limit and we can't make a sketch too long. So if you have an idea, you can't expand too much into it. You have to keep it simple. So, how is it like being a chair? Yeah, it's okay if you don't want to answer that. Let's just move on, okay? Yeah? So, with everything that's going on in the world right now, do you feel like you're carrying a lot of weight? Who am I kidding? Of course you are. You're a chair. I mean, that's what chairs do. Yeah, chair. Why am I talking to a chair?
Just before we end, I just want to say let's see, you guys help me if I'm forgetting anybody, but I want to give a shout out to Max, to Justin, who joined us towards the end, Benjamin, Nathaniel, who was in a couple of them. Who else was here this year?
The boat Sec 1 or 2 kids?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Francis.
And everyone showed up I forget his name.
I'm sorry I forgot your name.
yeah, you were here once.
You were only there once or twice, but yeah, that was in the very beginning. But I hope you've been watching. I hope you've been enjoying the show, and you might want to do it next year. If anyone I'm forgetting, my apologies. Of course, Mr. Shapiro. Mr. Shapiro has been very busy this year. He's been telling me. I asked, if it's something he's still interested in. He said very much so, but he's just been very busy. So hopefully next year he'll be more involved. And I also want to give a shout out to anyone who's listening. If you want to be involved next year, some people might want to be involved behind the scenes. So maybe just writing ideas. Maybe you don't want to be on camera, but you have some funny ideas, or maybe creative ideas, or even just learn how to operate a camera. So if you want to get involved, it's not just being in front of the camera. There's many things to do. One thing that I always do when we have a graduate student is I just want to say again, thank you for being here. I want to wish you the best in the future. And do you have any interest in continuing doing video film related things?
Yeah, I usually do skits on the side as like a hobby because it's really fun to edit and stuff.
Cool. Do you put it online?
Yeah, I put it on my YouTube.
You could,
channel.
it's up to you if you want to give yourself a plug or not.
Hey, like search up adia.j on, on YouTube if you want to see. I don't know.
Doing it right now.
So our millions of subscribers will now have access to that. So.
Shout out to Malachi. You were awesome last year. I still haven't done anything with that torch though. So, my bad.
Oh yeah, Malachi. He literally passed on the torch to you.
Paper mache torch. It's
You
still
still have
intact.
it.
It's still intact somehow.
Look at that. So if you're watching Malachi, he still has the torch. So again, I just want to. I'll give you a chance. Anything you want to say? Last comments. Anybody want to say one last comment before we end it?
Oh.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay. I have one. I just want to say thank you guys. I feel like I'll miss you guys a lot and stuff. And I hope you better make better videos, funnier videos for me to laugh at. So.
Keep watching when you're done. You don't have to be a student here to watch. So so I want to thank all the viewers. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Again, if you want to get involved, there's always room to get involved. Thank you to Mr. Shapiro, Westmount High, you guys. I think I want to can you give yourself a round of applause for killing it, like always. And we'll see you next year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.